is here. If you can mute your lines if you're not the trainer, that would be fantastic. Bo, go ahead, over to you.
Fantastic. Hey guys, this morning I want to share with you some things. As you've heard from Peg and Cindy and I, we've been in a bunch of different trainings with Eric Worre. Back in December, we were in a good training. This is from Dean DeGrassi. You guys may recognize. He's really good in terms, he works a lot with Tony Robbins and really is good on mindset and attitude. I've got basically notes here, so I'm going to be doing some reading, but he's talking about, in this particular training, he talks about an unstoppable mindset. And, he talks about how we can always focus on what's wrong in what we're doing, or we can focus on what's right. And it's a total choice. I mean, if we think about it, in every single instant, we can decide which side of the coin we're going to look at, right? And he talks about how courage isn't an absence of fear. Courage is actually moving forward when you're scared to death. All right, it's not just be, oh, I'm super brave. It's like, hey, there's stuff out there, but I got to do what I got to do, right? And so in order for us to grow and change, we have to implement. We need to learn from what we're implementing. We have to take action. And in order to move forward, we have to learn from failing. And we can learn from succeeding, of course, as well. But this important point is moving ahead with unstoppable mindset is understanding that failure is just a part of the process. Okay. And it's a way of actually learning what doesn't work, right? If you fail at it, it just means, hey, that doesn't work. So our most important point in a positive mindset and unstoppable mindset is that we need to take action. And once we take that action, well, we're either going to succeed or fail, right? I mean, or a version of both, really. So in that action, when we succeed or fail, the important thing is to evaluate what occurred during our action. Okay, evaluate, decide, good, bad, indifferent, or whatever, course redirect, and continue. And there's a Japanese word out there, and the Japanese word is kaizen. I believe it's Kaizen. And what kaizen stands for is just one step at a time. Small things can make big results. So just tweaking things, doing that evaluation, course redirecting, and making small changes. And it's all about, you guys have heard this before, is failing forward. Does that make sense? So the Power Half Hour, the reason we put this all together is about taking action, putting together action steps that are income producing steps. So, you basically got to go into each call, each contact on social media or anything to that effect. Basically go into it just feeling good with every call you make. Each one of them is an opportunity for us to become better at what we're doing. And each is a barrier that we smash through in order to reach our future selves. Does that make sense? I mean, it's just vision. It's just vision and analogy, but really think about it. Each time we go through it, does it become easier to make the next call? Does it become easier to make the next connection? It really does. It does for me anyway. The next question is, think back on your own actions. After each call, are you stopping literally 10 to 30 seconds max and just evaluating what happened? Now, if nobody picks up, nothing happened. But if you make the contact, if you make a phone call, even if you leave a message, how do you feel about that message right now? Would there be something more concise or impactful for me to leave with that person in order for them to get back to me? So very simple training. We're right at the 5-minute mark. My assignment is with this and over the next 24 hours, over this next 20 minutes and the next 24 hours, let's just take the 10, 20 seconds after each call. Again, it's literally, you're just reviewing it in your mind, right? This isn't a 20-minute activity or something. Just go, All right, how did it go? How did it go? I want to just, okay, next time, maybe I'm just going to tweak this sentence that way, and you'll get a better impact. And as you make these little one-step changes, your impact and impression on people can become bigger and better as we go along, even through this 20-minute process, but certainly over the next 24 hours. And then if you evaluate that action, how is that working for me? Doing that over the last 24 hours, then you can decide whether to integrate it and course redirect on the future of what you're doing as well. Does that make sense to everybody? Perfect. All right. Well, Cindy, we're at the 6-minute mark. So off to you, off to our action steps.